Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to another episode here on African Confessions. The following story that you're going to be listening to, it comes from a translation of a message that I received. This is a very strange message. I've never received a confession like this, but I want to thank all of you who have followed us on our Facebook page, because this helps us to reach a lot of people. And once we reach a lot of people, some who do not even know about the work that we do on YouTube, so it means that those people will also bring their confessions. Like our brother here, he did not even know about this work that we do on YouTube. So he also came to my inbox and he said that there is a video that he watched. He said that it was scary, but that is exactly what happens in his home, and that is what he witnesses each and every day, spiritual encounters with his tokologies. Before he had sent me the message, he said this to me: Brother Nashi, I want you to look for coarse salt before I send you a picture, and then I will tell you my story. He then said that I want you to take that coarse salt and rub your eyes with it. And I asked him, why was I supposed to do such a thing? He then said to me, it is because everything that I want to show you in the pictures, it is spiritual, and it can even damage you spiritually. So before you look at the pictures, make sure that you have used coarse salt and you rub it on your eyes. He then sent a picture. The picture that he sent, it was of a clay pot, and inside there were pictures. I could see that there were pictures of women, and I asked him, all of these pictures that I was looking at of women that were in there. He then said, oh yes, indeed, these are the women that I have slept with since the year 2018. And he said that they stay in there because underneath the pictures there is a horn that is underneath them, and this horn, it takes the fat from their body slowly but surely until they die. That is how the tokology, which is a horn, it survives by taking the fat from the bodies of the women that he would have slept with. That is what he told me. So he then sent me the confession after he had sent the picture to me, and I'm going to read for you the confession that he sent to me. The confession, it reads like this: Brother, please post my story. I want to tell you about how I came to South Africa and the work that I was doing in South Africa. I used to work as a builder in the province that I am staying. I had a small company that I was running at that time. So this company that I was running, I would renovate people's homes, but there was something that was really strange that happened in my life. There was this other woman that I was dating. This woman, she was from Venda, and I suspect that she was using a lot of charms, but the way that she was using those charms, it made me to suspect that this woman was using charms on me, because after each and every 3 months she would return back to Venda. She would be given some charms by this other person that she claimed was a makulu, and that person used to give her some herbs that she used on her private parts as well as on the nipples of her breast, because she was a prostitute. So it is not normal for someone to stay with a woman whom you know very well that this person is a prostitute. But I was staying with that Venda speaking woman. We stayed for a very long time, and this is what we used to do, which most of you are going to say that it is not normal for a man to do something like that. So what we used to do, me and this woman, is that early in the morning I would go and I would drop off the guys that were working for me at the house where we were supposed to do the renovations. Then soon after that, I would go back to the place where I was staying with that woman, and then I would collect him and I would take him to to this other place in the province where I am staying, where women sell their bodies, and I will drop her off there. She would call me after she would have made enough money sleeping with different women, and she will say, honey, I am finished, please come and collect me. I would go there with a car. Sometimes she would even pour a full tank of fuel in my car with the money that she would have gotten. She would even buy me some alcohol so that I can drink. Then we would return back home. And the funny thing about this woman was that she would use some charms on her private parts, and these charms will make her feel so tight, like a woman that has never slept with a man in her entire life. Not only those charms, she also had these other thorns that she used to use on her nipples when she wants to go and sell her body, so that a lot of guys would come and beg for her to sleep with them so that she can make a lot of money. I stayed with this woman for a very long time until we were separated. I used to fight with her after each and every 3 months when she would go to Venda, and I would say, I want to go and meet your family, because I was madly in love with this woman. I think that she was using love potions on me, but she refused. And I suspect that there in Venda, maybe she actually had her husband that she was staying with. That was why she did not want to go with me there to Venda. So she was the one who made me to be so interested in this thing of rituals, because I had seen the power of rituals. I had felt it whenever I slept with him, even if she would have slept with many men during the day, but at night when I would make love to her, it was as if I am the first person to enter inside of her private parts, with the way that she would be so tight. That is how this woman was, and I loved him with all of my heart. So fast forward, after me and that woman, we had been separated. That was when I started to look for people that could assist me on Facebook. Do you know that there are a lot of people that are there that just scout souls for the devil? This I found out after I had been scouted by 2 Nigerians whom I thought that they were going to scam me of my money. I joined 2 groups. So these groups that I joined when I was looking for a healer that could assist me, there were groups that were written Ukutwala for Zimbabweans in South Africa, then Ukutwala for Zimbabweans that are in Zimbabwe. So I joined both of those groups, but about 90% of the sangomas that are on Facebook, they are scammers. They will scam you of your money, and you will never get any rituals done successfully. So I got into those 2 groups. Each and every day I would ask for help. Is there any sangoma that can assist me? Is there any sangoma that can help me to do Ukutwala rituals? But still there was no one that could assist me the way that I wanted to be assisted, until one day, after I had posted in one of the groups, to my surprise, there was this other man that came to my inbox. This man, I quickly picked it up that he was from Nigeria. I said, let me hear his story. He then told me that he wanted to assist me. He said that they had looked at my soul. They work for the devil. They do not do the rituals themselves, but they just look for souls for the devil, for those that are desperate, those that want to sell their souls to the devil. So this was why they were talking with me. I laughed it off and I said, you Nigerian, you think that I was born yesterday? The next thing that you want is for me to send you money so that you can do the rituals for me. And they said, no, we do not even do that, but we are going to connect you, Trevor. When he said Trevor, I was surprised, because that is my real name. I started thinking, how was it possible that this Nigerian man, he knew about my first name, yet I was not using my first name on the Facebook that I was using, even though I had once used Facebook with my original name. But this was a very long time ago. The first time when I came to South Africa, when I bought a phone and I registered for Facebook, but a very, very long time ago. So this man was here. He was telling me my first name as well as my surname, who had told him that. He then told me that they had seen that my soul was ripe and ready, and if I wanted to sell my soul to the devil, they wanted to give me that opportunity because I had been looking for the devil for a very long time, and the devil had finally found me. They then told me that they were going to give me the phone numbers of 6 different sangomas. So after they had given me the names as well as the phone numbers of the 6 sangomas, I then started speaking with those people. So I then discovered that all these sangomas that I was speaking with, the majority of them, they were from my country, another one from Malawi, then there was another one that was from Mozambique, then the last one was a South African one. So then I spoke with these people, and the challenge that I was facing was that all of these people that I was speaking with, they told me that when they had looked at me in the spiritual realm, they had been told that I was not supposed to be helped by them. So I returned back to those Nigerians. Then there was another one who also said that he wanted to assist me, that was from Mozambique. The problem that I was facing with that guy was that he said that in order for me to assist you, what you are supposed to do is that you are supposed to go and find a person that you want dead, and then you get that person killed, and after that you are supposed to eat the heart of that person. So I said, this one I will never be able to do such a thing. So I refused, and I said that no, I am unable to do such a thing, because they wanted me to eat the heart of a person that I would have recently killed. So I was scared that if I do something like that, what was going to happen if I get arrested. So I did not want to take such chances with my life. I returned back to those Nigerians, and I said to those Nigerians, this is what I have been told by this traditional healer. And they said that is fine. Now you can speak with the last Sangoma, the one who was South African. So I spoke with the Sangoma, and he told me that it was very complicated because he was someone that was always busy at all the times, and I was supposed to be patient. So it took me a very long time in order for me to get access to that Sangoma, because he was busy at all the times. So it took me from 2017, 2018, I was waiting, and then my time came. I was taken to that Sangoma's house. When I arrived there, I was then told to go to the CBD and to look for a mad woman, and I was supposed to bring that mad woman first before any business was conducted. So I then went into the CBD with some of the Sangoma's helpers, and we had the Sangoma's vehicle. We walked around until I met this other woman. She was not someone that was mentally ill, but she was into drugs. She was heavily addicted to nyaope. I spoke with that lady, and I told her that I wanted her, and I wanted her to accompany me back to the place where I had came from, so that we can make love, with the promise of me giving her a lot of money. She then agreed, because she knew that she was going to use that money to buy more drugs. So I took advantage of her. We then got him into the vehicle. Then they took duct tape and they put it on her mouth as well as on her eyes, so that she wouldn't see where we were headed to. We finally arrived at the Sangoma's house. When we arrived, I was then told to take that woman into this other room. We went into that room. I returned back to the consultation room, and then that was when the Sangoma dropped a bombshell on me. I even refused. So this man, he said to me, I want you to make love to this woman. And I said, no, it is not possible, because I could see that this woman, she was sick. She was not okay. and you could tell that maybe she had HIV. So I was scared that I would contract the disease. And he said, you are going to do it. If you do not want to do it, then I can't assist you. So now I was thinking about the long way that I had came trying to make this thing work, and now this healer was telling me that I was supposed to sleep with a woman whom I could clearly see that she was HIV positive. So I was really scared, but he then gave me some herbs, and he said that these herbs that I'm going to give to you, it is going to make your manhood so powerful, because I want you to sleep with this woman for a very long time so that she can on herself as a woman sweat, because the healer wanted whatever fluids that was going to come out of a private parts. I entered into that room. I then slept with that lady for 3 hours straight without even resting on top of her, until I felt that she wanted to sweat. And then I took out this other clay plate that had been given to me, and I put it between her legs, and then I watched as the fluid coming out of a private part. And after that, that was when I started to play with my own manhood until I had finished and the semen was inside there. And then I went and I gave it to the Sangoma. The Sangoma then did some rituals, and he said it was done. That lady, they took her back to the CBD. And then I was given a clay pot like the one that I revealed to you. And I was told that we were supposed to put the picture of that woman, because they had already taken the picture of that woman. So she was the first lady that I had a picture dropped inside of that clay pot. And I was then told that inside this clay pot there is a horn that is supposed to be there, and this is my tokology. Regularly it will come to me and it will speak with me. After it would have spoken with me, then I was supposed to do whatever that it wanted to do with me, and it was going to survive by drinking the fat from the women that I would have slept with. It will drain the fat from their bodies slowly but surely until they died. So then I started to make money, and I thought that money was going to bring me happiness, but money can't bring me happiness. There is this other lady that I dated. Of all the women that I had been sleeping with, I did not know how they die. So this woman, she was very beautiful. She was close to my heart, and her sister, she knew me. She was also from Zim, but she had been working here in South Africa, and we met and we started to date. So I used her for the rituals, and then she started to get sick. I had no idea how these women will eventually die, because I would have already moved on with my life, enjoying my money. So the sister to that woman then came to me, and this sister said that she wanted me to come and to see the woman that I claimed to love, because she was suffering quite a lot. So then I went to the place where they were staying, and when I arrived there, my heart was broken. This woman, she was decaying whilst she was alive. I saw maggots that were coming in and out of her breasts as if she was already dead, yet she was still alive. She was in pain, so much pain. So when that woman passed away, that vision that I saw, it is still stuck in my mind to this very day. And when I go to bed, sometimes I can sleep at 7. Then if I wake up, I have woken up, I am unable to go back to bed anymore. And what has brought me to you is that I once went to Zim to visit this other very famous prophet. I thought that he is a man of God, but what I discovered there, it even shocked me. I spoke with the people from his church for a one-on-one. I paid the fees, and then I traveled to Zim. I stayed at his hotel. After staying at his hotel, the day arrived and I came into his office, and when I told him my story, he was interested in speaking with this South African Sangoma. He said that he also wanted to speak with that Sangoma. I was surprised. I thought that this was a man of God, yet he also wanted to be strengthened. He shared with me his secret because he was desperate. He said that he is being haunted by the spirit of these other women. It seems as if women that died or what happened to them. So he was trying to chase away the spirit of those women. That is why he wanted to speak with this South African Sangoma, whom I had told him about. I returned back to South Africa. I spoke with the Sangoma, and the Sangoma told me that it was impossible. She had been denied access to assist him, and I told him. So I lost my money to this very famous Zim prophet. So here I am. I am tired of you Sangomas. I just want help from someone who knows how to pray, someone that can assist me. And please, when you get phone numbers, do not take phone numbers from chance takers, those who would want to ask where I did these rituals. I want help. I am tired of this. I thought that this will give me happiness, but it has given me sorrow and pain. My relatives, they can't even enjoy life because of the rituals that I did. They are always suffering. I have many relatives that are mentally ill. I have relatives that have died, that are suffering in poverty. I have so much money, but I am not even allowed to use the money that I get from this Togoloshi on my relatives. I only have to use this money on the women that I will end up killing anyway. So it is not a good life to continue living. Hey, dear listeners, right there was a message that was sent to me by one of our dear brother. Strange things indeed they do happen in this world. Let us try to speak with our dear brother in the comment section. I'll be back with another episode.